This is the E-flite Spitfire. This is the decorative box it comes in. We'll be opening it up, showing it, and then going inside with it to assemble it. And here's a view of the back of the box with information concerning the plane. This was a later version of the Spitfire when it had the Griffin motor. It was more powerful and the 5-blade prop. Outside of the box we can see that the plane came in safely packed in a foam container. It has compartments shaped like the wing on top so that it was fully protected. I will know for certain when I take it out of the foam, but it appears to be in perfect condition. In the kit I found 8 separate parts, a bag of hardware, and the instruction manual. You have the fuselage, which is completely intact with the servos already installed, the motor, speed controller, and a number of wires. The wing is one piece, fully assembled with the servos installed. We have the 2 horizontal tail stabilizers, the tail rod that goes between them, the spinner plate, the instruction manual, the 5-blade prop, and the bag of hardware. That's it. So this plane will go together very quickly. The wires that are there will be fed up into the fuselage and attached to the numerous wires already attached to the receiver to get this plane fully assembled. Decorative radiator, decorative antenna, decals came already attached, tail wheel installed. This is the top view of the wing. We have a little bit of white foam beads to knock off. Close-up of the horizontal stabilizer, the spinner plate, the 5-blade prop, the instruction manual, and the bag of hardware, which includes the 2 guns that go on each wing side. Inside the fuselage we see all of the various wires that will control the plane, a number of which will be connected to the wing. The wing wires come up through that hole right there above the wing saddle. Motor's already installed in the front, we just have to mount the prop up there. Pilot is included and comes installed. Here's a view of the bottom of the wing with the aileron, split flaps on both sides, the electronic landing gear, the other split flap and aileron for the entire wing. The wing comes fully assembled. There's nothing to do on the wing except run the wires into the fuselage and attach the wing with the supplied hardware to the fuselage. Here are the decorative guns that came in hardware bag C. And up here we have the assorted hardware that came in bag B. With the tail rod installed across the center, the horizontal stabilizers slide into the molded plastic holders and then are secured on each side by a single screw. And then the clevis on the control rod will be connected to the control horn. The next step is installing the propeller and spinner. We start with the plate that goes in back. So we have that installed. After the spinner plate, the next item installed is the 5-blade prop, and then the prop nut goes on. The prop nut was tightened using a screwdriver through the hole. The prop nut extension will allow the spinner to be attached and connected with a small bolt. To install the wings, the different servo wires and landing gear wires that are on the top of the wing have been pushed through a hole in the fuselage, and I'll show you those in a moment. The wing is secured with the 2 longer screws or bolts in the front using a star screwdriver, and the shorter ones are used in back. So when those 4 are in, our assembly will be complete with the exception of plugging in the wires and installing the battery. The wires came up from there, the receivers there. The female wires to receive the servo and landing gear wires were laid out here. They've all been connected, and now I can tuck them back out of the way with the exception of the bind wire, which I will need to use to bind the receiver and plane to my Spectrum DX9, which I will do in just a moment. So wires out of the way, I'll put the battery in, and then I will bind it to my transmitter. My E-flite Spitfire 14 is assembled. Assembly time was very short, less than an hour, even stopping to take pictures and make this video. Profile view looks very nice. In fact, it looks great from all angles.